So we're in Boston Street right now. This is from early morning uh, car versus pedestrian over here at Andrew Square. For the most of the day, they're gonna have this intersection blocked off. Just want to give you guys some extra footage of what's taking place over here. Like I said, this is going to be on probably for the majority of the day. From what you understand, pedestrians are suffering some pretty serious injuries. It looked like there was 2 passengers in the motor vehicle that ran into the building, and they both were taken to the hospital as well. So it looked like a total of 3 people were taken to the hospital. As you can see, they still got, right now they got the accident reconstruction team out here. So they're trying to reconstruct. Earlier we had the homicide detectives reconstructing the incident. So let's see what we have.
425.
25.
20 report.
Yeah, you could go like to your far left and go around that way. Yeah, it's gotta kind of follow the tape all the way around. We trying to get to the station? Yeah, just follow it kind of around that way. Yep, to your left. Yep. No, you gotta go. You gotta cut through. You gotta cut through the parking lot. Yeah. I told her kind of. Well, she wasn't following instructions too well. That's all good. And sometimes they don't know. You know. This is pretty much gonna be an all-day event, but just kind of give you guys the aftermath of what took place. Like I said, not too sure like what transpired. We do know
Bravo 104.
somehow a car came through this intersection at a pretty high rated speed and hit a pedestrian.
68 Bird. The call is
And this is the result of it.
Lot there.
You see all the markers they have. They have markers pretty much all throughout the intersection there. Like I said, it's kind of take a quick walk on the other side over there. Get coffee and donuts to keep the officers warm because it is kind of cold out here. The news people are on the other side over there. I'll probably make my way over there eventually.
Bravo 431. 431. The sector car is tied up. Can you just take a missing comp 82 George, 19-year-old? Hasn't been seen since last night.
At least the sun's out a little bit, so some of this ice and snow is starting to melt, which is a good thing. This we have early morning incident with this SUV kind of veered right into the building here. Kind of see that sign that's kind of impaled into the building.
To respond to 419 Old Colony Ave on the 6 side.
Those are all the markers that they have. This is probably the quietest you'll see this intersection. I'm gonna take a quick let me take a quick walk around the other side and see if there's any other angles you guys might be interested in seeing. Like I said, this is an early morning incident. It happened around 9, maybe a little bit before 9. And this is the result of it. I was trying to tell that lady to go. Well, she wasn't. Obviously you can't go through there because you see the tape there. So you gotta kind of go through here, go through the parking lot. So if you come through the parking lot this way, like you're kind of straddling the scene. So then you just kind of walk it all the way around. Then obviously wherever you see tape at, you don't go through. You just go out the next entrance where there is no tape. So if you were coming this way, you see tape here. So obviously you can't go through there. I should have gave it like more detailed information, but I'm assuming that you knowing that the tape you shouldn't cross. But I don't know, maybe you can't assume everybody knows everything. So nowadays, what I'm seeing outside in the world, we are in a lot of trouble when it comes to people using brain power. We are in a lot of trouble. I'm seeing it from all ages. People just can't understand basic things. So it's not surprising. It's not surprising at all. Earlier I did a YouTube short of the I think it wasn't an accident. It was the other team that had their markers up like that.
Yeah, that person's conscious and alert. EMS spoke to him. He declined any medical attention. You can give it a 14 call and put me back on my code 19 New Market.
So at least the sun's out, which is a good thing. So we're kind of... How you doing? You can't straddle the sidewalk because it's gonna take. Well, you could, but then it's gonna kind of bottleneck you out over here. Because one reason why I know that, because I was down here earlier. So if I was to straddle that line, then I'm gonna be met with a line over there. So I'd rather just stay on this side.
Okay, man, we're with her, but we'll meet that service out wherever.
Carry 425.
So this is Angel Square, Angel Station. This is probably the emptiest you ever see Angel Station. If you get a look, there's probably not one single bus inside that station at all. I'm not even sure where they even catch the buses at, because this station has not one bus, not one pedestrian waiting. Oh, there is one bus. I'm lying to you. There's a bus like parked way down there at the end, but there's nobody like in the station waiting for a bus. I'm not even sure. Well, maybe the buses could come to the other side if they can make that turn, and then they have to go out only this way here. They can't go out. They can't go out this way. They can't make the right. That's for sure. So they only could do the left. Yeah, I've been around. I was waiting for the toll, but I kind of left and came back, but and I know it's gonna be several hours before they get that car out of there.
You think?
Yeah, I seen action earlier on the other side
I'm up here now.
over the other side, because I was where I came from, this way,
I don't
Boston.
think it'll be more hours.
Maybe 30 minutes, maybe.
The restaurant owner, he gave me the keys to the restaurant. He's like, lock up when you're done. He left.
Wow. Because it's been about 4 hours now.
All that.
Yeah, it's been about 4 hours at least. So
Here's the key. Lock up when you're done.
Hey, there you go. I hang around as long as I can. I want to get the toll scene when they pull the car out of there. But we'll see how long it takes. Because it's been at least 4 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has been at least 4 hours.
I never sit this long.
Me either. Like I usually off to another location, but
Was there a current a building in Hyde Park?
It was something over there. I don't know if it was a car into a building,
The
though.
building inspector went there.
Maybe it was then. There's so much stuff going on. I can't keep track of all of it. You know what I mean? I know you got the same. You listen to the same thing I'm listening to.
I was focused on this, so I wasn't.
Yeah.
You know
It might have been. It might have been.
I was focused on this shit. So.
This stuff right here. I got you. Yeah, it might have been. I have to check later on to see. I'll be around for a little bit anyway. It might have been. I heard it was something. When they send the rescue in the car, it's usually something like that. But I don't know. I didn't get all the details on that one either. My man's still out here too. He's been out here for like 4 hours. You've been out here for quite a minute. So you moved to the other side now, huh?
Move to the other side. It's too cold on the other
It's too
side.
cold, yeah.
Now we got the sun.
Get the sun on this side. I hear you.
And I got a friend who works here, and
Uh-huh.
I figured I'd send him a picture so he knows I don't think he has to come into work today.
Gotcha. Pretty sure he's not coming.
They're going to be closed.
Yeah, he's gonna be closed today for sure. Maybe tomorrow they might open
Do
up.
you know if did it mess up any of the inside of the bar, really? Or
Not
is it just
really.
the-
I think it's mostly the windows. There's I think 2 windows that are damaged.
yeah,
Maybe glass on the ground, but I don't think any serious damage.
to
Because
the interior.
I think that pole that car hit did all the damage to that window.
Yeah, it kind of stopped it there. And
Right.
swung it.
And there's like a concrete. This guy's walking to the crime scene too. Look at this. You can't make this stuff up. Wow.
That's such a Boston thing to be like, wait, I can't cut
You know
across
what?
the
They see
crime
this.
scene?
Doesn't it say "Do not cross" on this thing somewhere? Yeah, it says "Do not." Yeah, do
Bold
not.
of you to think they can read.
Yeah, it says "Do not cross" on it. It does say "Do not cross." It's interesting. Maybe people not used to seeing crime scene tape. Maybe
Right.
I'll say
That might be
around
it, too.
here, They should be.
they should be used to it. If you're from Boston, you should be used to it. Or if you've been in.
Let's just say this isn't the only incident we've seen here.
Exactly. You know, I think they know what that means. It's kind of universal.
Yeah, I agree.
I
The yellow
think-
tape, it's in every movie. It's in every show.
Yeah, I think it's universal. I don't think it's too much explanation for that. It is true.
I mean, there's a guy, we were walking up and some dude was yelling up the cop, like, I need to get over there. And he's like, just walk around, man.
Right.
I mean, we're just here doing our
In a
job. I
fucking
don't,
circle.
Yeah, make a circle. Follow. Like I told the lady to follow the tape. She tried to go under the tape. I said, follow the tape.
follow
Don't.
it does not mean fucking limbo under.
Yeah, I was. I just follow the tape around, and she kind of. I don't know. It's like sometimes you gotta give more details than you should.
Yeah.
I mean, you gotta say, do this, like
Yeah.
physically.
Hold your hand and carry
Come
over
on, let's
there.
go.
Right. I mean, it's interesting. Now we're trying to figure out how fast was that car going. The car had to be going pretty fast.
I feel like it must have been to swerve around, hit the, I mean, because it seemed like the guy was hit over there and he ended up, I mean, what, 30 feet away?
Yeah, but see, how did he get that angle from over there?
How do you get that angle?
Right, because you can't get that angle from there.
Yeah.
You see, so I'm thinking he's coming from this way and swerved in here, but then how did that person get way over
Way
there?
over there.
Right, so either
I
way, you
almost think he went the wrong way, trying to beat the yellow light, like swerving around the cars waiting. that
Really?
were stopped, and he went, because there's a bunch of markers on the right side of
yeah, I seen those.
Southampton Street.
Right.
And I'm almost thinking he swerved, tried to beat the yellow light. I think
Oh,
they
came
said
on the
a
wrong
dude
side
was
of the
in a
road?
Wheelchair.
Oh,
was
wow.
crossing, and that was who got hit and thrown.
So you think he came on the wrong side of the street over here?
Yep, on Southampton.
Oh,
and
wow,
then
that's
hit
even-
a guy, swerved, and then.
That's even bad. That's even worse if he did it that way.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But I think they said he was in a wheelchair, which is why he got hit over there, but ended up
Oh,
right over there. I mean, fucking 40 feet away.
that's crazy. Yeah. Either way, the car's speeding.
Yeah, sometimes he's good for a traffic ticket.
Oh, going to jail for that one. That's
Homicide.
that's homicide. Yeah, you're right. That's
homicide.
that's definitely that's coming or attempted homicide. Either one. That's crazy. So maybe he did come from that way on the wrong side of the road. That's
Because
possible.
they're so focused on that side.
Yeah, no, they're
taking pictures. They got all their little.
there's a lot of
numbers
markers over there. You're right. Correct. There's a lot of focus on that area right there for sure.
on- And there's a pole that got
Take a
knocked
family
down. A
trouble
street
37
sign that's
Walton
like
Unit
bent
310.
over there.
I think that was over there prior though,
Oh,
because I seen snow earlier, like sitting on
maybe a
top.
snowplow hit it.
Yeah, something like that. Like this girl, she came through that way, even though you're not supposed to really go through that way, but she kind of went through there anyway.
If you gotta do this, you're doing something.
You're doing something wrong, yeah.
If you're going under the tape and you're not in a
Yeah.
uniform,
Nobody's a lot of people have common sense, so that's what the
Common
problem
sense
is.
is
it's not so common.
Right,
That's
so
so common.
you can explain something to them, but you got to give them more detail than you should because they're not understanding what you're talking about.
Because they're not listening.
They're not paying-
listening to respond, not to understand.
Right. They're not listening to logic.
Logic is logic, man.
That's crazy. So maybe your scenario sounds pretty good though. I like that scenario.
That's how it seems.
He came on the
This
opposite.
dude in a wheelchair, he probably
Right.
like, saw him crossing, tried to swerve,
Mhm.
hit him, and then tried
The
to
thing with
swerve
the
again.
wheelchair thing is there's no wheelchair.
I don't see the
Oh,
wheelchair.
they would have grabbed that for evidence.
No, then they have to leave it here. They have to leave it at the
That's what
scene.
the scene.
Yeah, they couldn't move it. They shouldn't move it unless it's under the car.
Well, I wonder if it could be wrapped.
I wonder if there's a wheelchair under that car now.
Yeah, I can't.
So if he was in a wheelchair, that wheelchair would be under the car.
Yeah, it would be under the car.
If he was hit that quick.
If he
I bet.
was, yeah, because
I bet.
technically they shouldn't move it from the scene.
Yeah, nothing should really be.
Nothing
touched.
should be touched from the scene. So now if he came on the wrong side of the road, then he's definitely in the wrong. And that'd be a automatic license violation, suspension, criminal. Well. Then nowadays, I've seen that before, so cars will do that, but they.
Yeah. Well,
they
especially here. I mean, like we live right, building right over there.
Uh-huh.
I mean, people who know this intersection will try to jump the lights. You know,
Right.
they know this is going to turn green 3 seconds later. They'll run the yellow light.
Right, and-
Swerve around the idiot sitting here waiting
Mhm.
patiently.
But you shouldn't do that though.
I mean, this is what happens. You know, that
Right.
dude in the wheelchair certainly didn't think you were going to run the yellow light the wrong side of the road.
Right.
Then you killed him. So,
Yeah. If you're on the wrong side of the road, they definitely at fault for sure.
yeah.
I could've-
Wrong side of the road or not, it's a homicide.
Yeah, but the speed factor alone is enough.
Seems like he's gonna
For
kill
him
him.
to hit that hard and go up the concrete
Yeah,
there,
that's a
with the
fa-
railing,
hey,
he must have been going.
He had to be like 60
miles an hour.
plus. Yeah, I'm thinking
The
60.
dude who was running the tow truck, because they're waiting. The dude with the tow truck's like, "I'll tow it out whenever they're done investigating, whenever they're done, and we
Right.
can pull it for evidence." He said he saw a video and the car was going super fast.
Yeah,
But
somebody
he didn't
said-
say if he swerved. He
This-
didn't say if he looked drunk.
Yeah, there was a guy standing here about maybe 2 hours ago. He said he was doing 80, but I don't think 80's too fast
Yeah,
still.
I know. 80, I think it would have gone
60.
through that wall.
Yeah, he said he's doing.
80.
Well, he might have slowed down after doing 80,
Yeah.
and then that might have been the after fact of it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're gonna be recording him.
Oh yeah. And plus, a lot of these new cars have black boxes in there. So
Yeah, they're
all they
reading
got,
the speed when they get.
yeah. So the last 30
That's an old-
seconds,
That's an old car.
it might have some. Well, who knows what year they put them in there? I don't know.
Right.
But there's gonna be so much footage.
Is that Flowers? She's just walking on.
This is interesting. This is like I said. This is the emptiest I ever seen Angel Square station. Anyway,
I'm coming up the road. I'm like, Jesus, it's a really peaceful day today. And now I know why.
you see why? Yeah.
Well, I can hear a pin drop.
People upset because they can't make it through the intersection now.
Yeah, I know. I mean, this is unbelievable. Like this traffic coming this way is.
This is probably one of the most dangerous intersections you can find.
Oh, yeah.
Because of the-
this and the Revere Road.
Yeah, it's a five or six, right? One of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6.
Oh, it is a
It's
six.
six,
I thought it
yes.
was a five this whole time.
Somebody said it was a 6. It is a 6.
The most dumbest intersection in the world.
Well, it's almost big enough to put a rotary in the middle of the road.
You really could.
You know what I mean?
Really
It's almost big enough to put a rotary there.
421.
If
You
you
need the rotary.
you actually could do it if you got rid of this corner right here.
Yeah,
You can actually
widen it out.
you can widen it out because you got space on all sides, and you can actually put a rotary in there. If you,
Oh yeah, do a 2-lane rotary with an
Cause someone who's
island.
come from there, whoop.
yep. And then the lights will work better with a rotary too,
Yeah.
because now cars in the middle will have the right of way.
Yep. So they're not getting beat by someone. running
Exactly.
the other way. They're gonna
Do
have
you-
to yield either way.
Exactly. Then you kind of simultaneously enter certain cars in at a certain time,
Yeah.
so you don't have everybody rushing the rotary at one time. You know. So I think it's if they do the measurements, they probably can get a rotary in here. I don't
There would
know.
be some pressure.
It'll be politics gets
The Andrew
involved.
Square Civic Association or whoever maintains this, the people who plant the flowers.
So they don't want
I
no.
bet they'll have a little blowback and say,
They probably would.
you know, putting some speed bumps, do this, do
No speed bump.
that. It's like,
Tired of them speed bumps.
Speed bumps just mess up your car. That's all they
yeah,
do.
exactly. They're just
All
gonna
it
hit
does.
it that fast anyway.
To go over speed bump, you have to go at least 10, under 10.
Going up.
Yeah, 10,
Or if
15.
it's, not like the bump, but like the table.
Yeah, I like the table. The
Where it
table.
goes up like that and it's flat. So,
Oh, I
you
think
hit it
I
at
will.
50, you're going to like bang the edge of your car.
They could do the raise. I don't know the age, no.
I don't need to know the age, but
No. Yeah, I don't know the person's. Somebody said it's a male person that got hit.
yeah, it looked like an older guy.
It was an older guy.
He was taken.
This thing's crazy. Oh, Sunday too.
I know. Sunday driver is supposed to be the slower
Yeah,
driver.
wait a second.
Sunday's
Who was
slower.
who was going 70 through the intersection on the Sunday?
Yeah, that's crazy.
This isn't Monday.
Who was late
bro.
for church?
It doesn't make any sense at all. No, you're rushing, but you end up nowhere because you end up in the building, So that's
And not for nothing, you get through the snowstorm, the freaking worst driving in the last 2 months yesterday.
right.
On the driest, sunniest day that we
Mhm.
have, you're gonna,
Driest, sunniest day.
the nicest day in January. You're gonna,
All of a sudden you run to a freaking building. That's crazy. I mean, get to exercise caution.
that's it. Rush. See where it gets you.
And the fastest I would drive in the city is 40. And the reason why I say 40 because 40 is enough space. You can put the brakes on and stop and not hit something.
Oh, absolutely.
But once you start going over 40, you don't
If you're going
have.
over 50 on the approach to an intersection.
Yeah, that's too
Let's hope
fast.
it's empty. You got a green light and there's no other.
But even
cars.
then, you should be slowing down.
That's the thing. I mean,
It's an intersection. Slow down.
Yeah, intersection tells you to slow.
Especially if
a
it's
pretty
Andrew
fast
Square, I
driver.
know it's a
Full
6
16
one.
in
Even if
city.
I have the green light, I'm still anticipating somebody jumping out.
Yeah, like I'm gonna know some idiots on their phone with their headphones in doing
Exactly.
this, whether I get a green light or not.
Exactly. That's how I
And this
feel.
is in New York. If I hit you, I go to jail.
Yeah.
That's true. You're not. Yeah.
I agree. Like if I'm doing 40 and I see this intersection, if I get the green light or not, I'm putting my brakes on and I'm looking.
I got my windows down.
I'm looking left, right, and I'm trying to see who's gonna jump in front of me. I'm thinking somebody's gonna jump in front of
Yeah,
me.
you should say anticipate it.
Exactly. And you see it all the time. They run right in front of you all the time. They run right in front.
And people will try to like cut diagonal when they
Yeah.
have to walk this way, and then
Yeah.
this light turns green, and they're holding
Right.
up 3 lanes of traffic.
Well, this I would never try to cut the diagonal on the street like this. You have to be crazy.
Yeah, like I don't know what type of hero you'd have to be.
You really have to not value your life to try to cut diagonal on this street.
It's the worst intersection where some people are forced to do it.
Mm-hmm.
They know if I don't make this light, I'm here for another 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's true.
So they'd rather get hit rather than.
They'll run that yellow instead
run
of
that
sitting
light.
for 5, yeah.
Wow.
The cars are rushing, the people are rushing, everybody's rushing in this
Everybody's rushing to go nowhere.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I see some buses run this light too, though. I see some buses
These
come.
buses will come out of here and they will go from 0 to 40 miles an hour by the time they're
Yeah, and I seen that happen quite a few times.
Well, we're on the other side. Some dude was saying there's a mural because a bus hit this building.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like maybe just saying like a couple years ago.
Oh, wow.
And there's a bus painting right on the back side of this building here because the bus was turning, swerved, and then hit.
Oh, wow. That's crazy. So buses.
Hit someone crossing the street.
You hit someone crossing the street?
So what we think is there was a dude crossing the street in a wheelchair here. He was hit. The car swerved, crashed into the building. He was right there thrown.
Wow. At least 40 feet. That's a good hit.
Really?
A
Hmm.
little older, definitely 30, 40s. Maybe even 50.
Yeah, one thing match to a vehicle. If you get hit by a motor vehicle, you're no match to it.
Yeah.
I mean, especially when they're speeding. See, this probably, if he came on the wrong side of the road, that guy never seen it coming.
Oh my gosh, this guy was probably crossing the street, not even thinking.
Right.
Because they already had, the line of traffic was probably already stopped.
Right.
As it turned red. This dude tried to run.
Wow.
Because everyone loves to count the lights and say, oh, it turns red. I got 3 seconds. I'll make it before the next one turns. Everyone's a mathematician when they're
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
screaming through Andrew Square.
Well, I think they gotta, yeah.
Yeah, I'll make it. I can make it.
I can
Oh,
make
you
it.
made it. You made it.
Not realizing you got 50 feet you gotta travel through.
That's the thing.
It's a lot of-
And someone's waiting for their green. They're starting to go already.
Right. Or they already got the momentum. And
Yeah.
the light turned green, they keep going.
And they keep going, and
that
there's
happens-
no 3 seconds.
Right.
You're counting on something.
Because some
that's like,
people, they time it so well, they keep the car on the roll.
yeah, you're coming this way, they'll keep going.
They keep going. Yeah, I seen that too. You're right. They have it, and they won't even stop. They roll right through the light.
Yeah.
Then they hit the gas once they
speed up right through it. Yeah, you see yellow.
I seen that.
I
Yeah.
don't think yellow in Boston is not slow down. So
Yellow's supposed to mean
supposed
proceed with caution. If you got enough space to stop before the light, you can stop.
And if you're halfway through, you should
Keep going,
you
but
don't
with
speed up,
caution,
but-
yeah.
But go.
If you say you pass the stop bar and you got the yellow light, that means proceed with caution.
Yeah.
But some people just don't understand. They try to beat the light all the time. Like I said, this is gonna take pretty much the whole day.
Yeah, something tells me they're gonna be because I bet they're gonna fingerprint this guy, book him, and then.
Well, he's in the hospital now, but they probably got somebody guarding his door to take him to jail right after that.
They're probably got him handcuffed to the bed.
He's probably gonna. You're right.
It'll be a
He's probably handcuffed to the bed. You're right. I think you're right. Because the ambulance was followed by the police when they took him out of there. So more likely he's gonna wake up in handcuffs.
Chain to the bed is the worst.
Yeah, it's a tough Sunday.
You're in pain and you can't move.
He's more likely gonna be charged with some kind of vehicle.
Yeah, vehicular manslaughter, reckless endangerment,
Mm-hmm.
Definitely reckless.
destruction of public
definitely-
property, and probably
Driving to endanger,
driving to endanger. I mean,
reckless driving, a whole lot. There's a lot of charges involved in
especially if he hopped up.
One on the wrong side of the roadway, yeah.
They're gonna hit him. Even with his passenger's injuries, gonna be on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I wonder if there were a lot of people in the car.
There was another passenger in the car, yeah.
Passenger.
Oh.
There was him and the passenger, whoever the passenger was.
I don't know how long a motor vehicle accident
This. Yeah, it's interesting though. Just tells you what not to do when you're driving. Don't do what this guy did.
I'll say I'm going to be a little bit more ginger around the intersection now.
Right.
Be driving a little more carefully.
I think if I
I'll
come,
be stopping at that yellow, not running it.
yeah, if I come this intersection, I'm looking every different direction, just watching for speeding cars like this coming through there. Because what if a car was just jumping that light or something? You know what I mean? It would have been another motor vehicle accident.
That's the thing. It just as easily. It couldn't have been a person. Could have been a car full of people.
Exactly.
Just as easy.
Could have been a bus. It could have been anything.
Yeah, I mean, freaking all the South Boston school buses come through this intersection. All of them.
Wow.
I mean, in the morning, 7, 8 a.m., this intersection's backlogged every 6 ways.
every 6 ways.
That's
It's
true.
Possible.
Like, it's just, this is not the place to test your luck. This isn't the fucking Revere Rotary.
No,
where
I
speed's
agree.
gonna get you out of there. Like, you just,
Well,
this is where
speed-
you have to be patient.
You never benefit from having speed like that. You never. Not like this anyway. You see what happened with this speed.
Yeah.
I mean, he can't say he was doing 25 miles an hour.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna. He's like, no, I think it was like 35.
No, even 35. That's not 35.
I
I
don't
mean,
think
even 40's not gonna do that. I
His
mean,
best bet to say something happened, I fell asleep, I can't remember. That's his best bet. To get a lawyer.
yeah, he could try to say
So he
that.
has a lawyer, bro. I forgot everything that happened the last 2 days.
I blacked out.
Yeah, I don't remember anything. Oh, you can't have seizures when you're driving though.
First one of my life, though.
Oh,
That's
I
probably
guess you
what
can say that.
You got the bullshit. Something.
He's got to bullshit his way out of that one for sure.
He's in a tough spot.
I don't know.
Marina Park Drive, and north and a half miles from Marina Park.
At least minimum. Let's say he's doing minimum 60 miles an hour. Minimum.
I think
I
so.
should have brought the one out. With the sunrise.
Was he high behind the wheel? Was he smoking?
That's
No,
enough.
I should have.
It's time for our one. Now that we've seen all this.
You know, because smoking does do that to you too. You know.
If I was smoking, the sun's down, I'd have my window down.
Oh man. So depending on-
That's the reason I smoke. You go slower. Like,
Mellow me out a
I
little
got too
bit.
many things to do at the slow down. I have
Sometimes when you smoke, depending on what brand or grade you're smoking, everything's in slow motion.
Yeah.
So he probably thought things was going too slow, so he sped up the car faster.
Jeez, I'm dragging.
So I'm
right
going
now.
too slow. Let me go faster. Hit the gas
You
and.
gotta be you gotta stop the traffic.
And I will say, not for nothing, like I'll be going 40 through this intersection, 30 through this intersection on a green light, it's empty, and the dude behind me will still be honking on his horn because I'm not going fast.
Oh wow, yeah.
Like,
I've
people
seen
are
that
always
situation. I've seen that
pushing.
with
People are always
They want you to
pushing.
go faster, yeah.
They're always pushing, always pushing.
But see, never make no one make you go faster than you want to go.
That's the thing, and that's
Yeah,
the
I always do.
You know what I do? I pull over. I pull over. I let them go and see what kind of rush they're in. So he must be in more of a rush than I am.
how fast can I really go through Andrew Square? It
Whoa.
begs the question. How fast do you want
I mean, the
me to go?
fastest
I guess
you wanna go
60,
through
70 is
here,
what you want?
at minimum,
You late for your movie, buddy?
at minimum 30 miles an hour. Like, well, maximum I should say. At maximum 30. Minimum 20, you know?
And
Even
not for
the-
nothing, the intersection's empty. Yeah, you can go through it, but
He-
you know,
I honestly think a lot of people shouldn't have a license, honestly.
it's true.
Yeah, I agree.
There you go. Now we're getting at not the symptoms.
The
but
speed
the
isn't the
cause.
problem.
Well,
like,
look what Maura Haley did with the immigration thing. She allowed all those people to have those shelters, right? They never looked at backgrounds, and people look what they're doing in the shelters now.
raping, killing.
Yeah, so that I mean, Maura Haley, yeah, the governor.
That's as big blue as he
So the
gets.
governor has a lot of say over even with the registered motor vehicles. She makes those guys.
Her or Newsom?
Oh my
Oh, wow.
gosh, jeez. How do I fucking pick?
Wow.
Who's fucking killing that?
Get him out
It's
of there.
crazy. It's crazy. It's murder.
It's murder. It's treason.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Treason.
And these politicians, they know what they're doing. They know exactly what they're doing. They don't care.
You know the mayor will be down here saying we need to make Boston streets safer, as if it's not.
She ain't coming.
She's not. She's nursing her baby. Does she have a baby yet?
I don't know.
I don't think she can. Lesbian.
Who voted for her? I don't remember me voting for her.
The other man, what's his name?
Menino,
No,
That's
the
the only-
one,
that's
no,
the
the-
only-
Michelle Wu.
the one after Menino.
Yeah.
Oh, Kim Janey.
No, it was the mayor. Who was
Will be.
Marty Walsh.
Oh, you mean the governor? Okay, the governor, Marty
no,
Walsh.
no, you said Mayor Wu.
Yeah.
She don't come out to any of the shit. The other ones.
Oh
She's
yeah.
too busy, helping out the Harvard professor not get held for their crimes for wasting and squandering money.
No, somebody got to hold the politicians accountable for their non.
Especially in a state where they're getting the most. They're giving themselves an 11% raise this
Right.
year. Where are they? Where the hell are you for your 11%?
Yeah, I haven't seen no public official in that capacity come out here yet.
Why are the scratch tabloid newspapers here before
Right.
the representative of
Well,
South Boston?
you would think the police commissioner would come out, the mayor will come out.
If
It
it's
takes you 10 minutes.
Right.
I'm the representative for whatever it is.
Maybe the DA should show his
County,
face. Yeah.
I'd be here the minute I saw it on the news. I'd be like, holy shit, I gotta get down there.
Right.
These
Because
are the people that voted for me in theory.
you're right.
And one of them may have just died.
That's true.
And they're looking for me to say something about how it happened, why it happened, and what are we gonna do?
How you gonna correct this from happening again?
We can't have this happen again.
Right.
Andrew Square
They
can't
won't.
close.
They won't.
Thousands of cars drive through.
Where's that guy Russell Holmes that runs his mouth about the MBTA working?
Where's he now?
Where's he at?
Yeah, we know he's gonna have a mouthful to say.
Where's he at? He always talk about he's a community advocate.
Yeah. Community's awful quiet right now.
Yeah.
It's fucking quiet.
Now, where's your politicians at when they supposed to come out? I mean,
That's
they,
it.
they want your vote, so they come
They're
out when they
looking at
want
like,
you.
it's a Sunday and it's cold.
Yeah, they're sitting on the couch watching on the news.
The only time they actually come out when it's election time.
Yeah, exactly. We'll see him in November.
Yeah,
And that's
they
it.
come out.
If this would have happened in election season,
Oh my God,
Everyone would be here.
Everyone's out.
Oh my god.
that's true.
each mayor would have had his own second
Yeah,
set.
he'd be like, hey, get the fuck out of here. This is my district. Wide stops here.
Wow, interesting. That's why I couldn't be a politician, because a politician, you got to have a certain narrative, and if you go against that narrative,
You're in trouble.
yeah.
You're in trouble.
Like Mayor Wu's narrative, she got to kiss the investors.
Absolutely.
I mean, she got to
She's got to
kiss.
kiss the developers who are building the city, you know?
You see the car right there, right?
Believe it or not,
I saw.
illegal parking.
I only saw the stuff in the middle.
He's like, "You have a car crash?" Oh yeah, look at that. But you know what? It's true though. 'Cause a lot of people are not expecting the car to be in the building.
No, yeah.
So they're looking
That's
at
not what you
this.
expect the car to be. Yeah.
No,
You expect it
because
to be right in the
typically
middle.
a car should be on the roadway.
And
so-
you expect two cars to have hit in the middle.
Right. So for to see a car in the building is kind of
I
unusual.
pulled up and looked out and went, what the fuck happened here? I only, when I
Right.
came from this side, saw this, and I was like, oh, well.
Even when the first responders got here, they're like, "What happened?" They're like, then they look to the left. They're like, "Oh, there's the
that
car."
happened.
So they see a person laying in the ground, but they don't know like what really took place. And then they see the car.
Was
They're
he
like,
thrown out of the car? Was he
They
hit by the
focused
car?
on the guy in the street first.
exactly. They focus on the
They don't know
guy
if
in
he
the
got
street.
ejected from the vehicle or if he was
Right.
hit by the vehicle.
All they know there's a guy laying in the street,
Yeah.
and they got to give him some kind of aid.
Yeah.
Then they upon further investigation, to see the car in the friggin' building. They're like, oh, what the, you know what I mean? Like, what
I
that?
think it's everyone's, because he was shaking crazy. It's like, everyone's attention, like, well, what the fuck's going on in the middle of the street?
Right, take care of that guy first, then figure out what's going on over here.
But those old school Jeeps are all metal.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
No aluminum, no metal.
and the hard thing about it now, you can't tell what impact was caused from the pedestrian or the car, because now you got double impact.
Yeah.
I think the windshield break is from the pedestrian.
Yes.
I think you're right. Because if he did hit him in a wheelchair, I bet this dude and the wheelchair rolled up the car and then
Right.
was thrown as the dude
I think
swerved around.
that's what took him the distance. I think he filled the car.
Because the impact from a person is a pretty good impact too, depending on what speed you're doing.
And it's weird because that right side of the windshield almost looks like when you see a bad crash and someone gets thrown forward and it breaks the glass, but
Yeah.
there's no blood.
There's no blood.
Right. And
There'd be blood if
I didn't see any.
someone's head
Maybe that car doesn't have airbags. I didn't see any airbags deployed on that thing.
Actually,
No airbags.
No airbags at all.
There's
Like
no
I looked at that earlier. I didn't see any airbags on there, unless he just disabled them or something.
Yeah.
Well,
The
that,
siren should have fallen too.
right.
The siren should have fell. Everything should have fell.
So unless he disabled them,
After
did
2
he
hours.
disable them? No, they don't deflate. You still
They stay out.
they stay out. Yeah, they won't deflate because sometimes if the side ones they be blocking the window.
Oh, when they're trying to get him out.
Yeah, they see sometimes the firefighters gotta cut the airbag to get him out of the
Yeah,
the
it
vehicle.
doesn't look like the airbag.
And that particular vehicle should have airbags on there. I think it should.
It's a mid-size. Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
mid-size.
it should.
They definitely disabled it. 'Cause
They
that
had
shit-
to.
That shit should have. All of them should have just been exploded.
Right,
Yeah.
all of them.
It had hard enough impact.
The
Like,
person I seen come out the passenger though, she wasn't moving though. She was just head down,
Wow,
and they just took her out. So,
that's crazy. Speed does not get you nowhere, definitely.
I guarantee if that was a tree though,
Ooh.
that car would split in half.
yeah.
Next time you see your politicians, ask them, how are they going to make Boston streets safer?
Yep.
And see
What are
they.
you doing about Andrew Square?
Right.
And they'll say, well, the drug problem. No,
problem.
that's not what I'm referring to. I'm referring to,
I don't need no more speed bumps.
the reckless endangerment.
You say, hey, I'm concerned more about the pedestrians that cross the street on a regular basis.
Yeah.
We know about the drug episode that you guys don't care about.
Yeah, we
know
know
that.
that.
We know about
see
methadone
everything.
mile. We understand you guys don't care about that. What about this issue here?
Yeah.
They're gonna look
'Cause
at
now
you.
it's starting to come up this way.
Right.
You know?
So now what are you guys gonna do about that? 'Cause that's what they did. They basically pushed them out of the main area.
And where do they go?
They migrated to all different parts of the city.
I mean, hell, yeah.
They're downtown Boston. They're in the South
Common
End.
is the worst than it's ever been. 'Cause
Yeah, the
they
Boston
ripped all those
Common.
tents out.
Yeah.
They're all on the Common. And guess what? In 3
Oh,
months
they
they'll
moved
go
them out
back
of
to
Mascot.
Mascot.
Yeah.
Well, they ripped down the tents. The tents are back up. But you know, when you rip them out, they all leave and go somewhere else.
It's like roaches. You scatter them, they run other places. That's all they do.
And then they'll find their way back once the police aren't standing there babysitting.
Yeah.
I mean,
So now they're like,
you're curing a symptom. You're not curing the problem.
exactly.
Is what it
Yeah, you have to walk around though.
Follow the tape. Don't go under the tape.
That's the new quote. Just follow the tape.
Follow the tape. Don't go under it. Because I told her underly follow the tape. She tried to go under the tape.
is. He's like, no, I didn't say no limbo.
No limbo. Just follow the tape. A lot of people don't have common sense anymore either. So that's the other problem.
Senseless.
Taking.
What I really wonder, you think he was on his phone while he was
Oh,
speeding through this
absolutely.
intersection?
If he's on
Oh,
a
yeah,
cell phone,
I
then
bet my life
that's
on it.
another problem.
Who doesn't have their phone a foot away from them at all times?
It
on
is.
job?
Oh my gosh. If
Use
you
the
were,
hand-free option if you can use
If I were
it.
to sit in this intersection and count the people on their phone driving,
Mm.
fucking
And that-
face here, wheel here,
Makeup and all that other stuff they're
hundreds,
doing.
You know?
That's a good question.
So
I-
we've been theorizing
Follow the
for a
tape.
while, but we think so. All these little markers are on the wrong side of the road. So I think the cars were stopped at like a yellow light, and someone sped up, went down the wrong side of the road. This car
Yeah.
here, and then they hit a pedestrian. There was a dude diagonal from where we're standing, and then the car I think hit him, swerved, and just.
So he's going down the wrong side, right?
I think he tried to like
that's
beat
what-
the intersection
that's
with
what
the
I
wrong
was- yeah,
way. Because
yeah.
there are all these little tents marking 1, 2, 3, 4
And it's
down
on the wrong side of the
on the
road.
left.
Excuse
side
me,
of the road.
sir. Look, you're in the crime scene, my man.
Come on.
Get out of there. Yeah. Look at this. Sir, take a shot right. Look at that. Look at this. You can't make this stuff up.
But people like that want to smack him.
Yeah, because
Here, perfectly fine, but 4 people told you.
I told him clearly, I said, take a shot right. And he still kept walking straight. Like, I don't know, man. They don't. See, imagine if this was like a construction area and they're lifting like a hoist and a heavy machinery.
Yeah.
And that thing
What, are you
falls.
gonna get hit by a beam and die for
Because you're not paying
OSHA
attention.
law, I put my tape on.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
we did it. He didn't wear a helmet.
Yeah, I blocked it off. He went underneath it. Because you got to understand, to get through this tape, you're ducking down to get underneath it.
He literally had to.
Yeah, he went underneath it. He went underneath. He didn't like he wasn't invisible. He didn't walk through it. So he
They put it at your head.
They did-
Chest height for a reason.
they put it just where you can obstruct your movement. You know what I mean?
Even on my phone, I'm still gonna fucking.
Yeah, you're gonna run into it. You have
Still
to,
going to.
You have to see it. There's no way you're going underneath it. I mean,
But I think it happened like 3 hours ago.
there was another guy did that over there. He
It was
walked.
like 10 a.m.
He walked straight through that thing.
3 hours ago.
Yeah. Okay.
I think at 9 a.m. Well, around 9 o'clock is when the call came through. So they've been here at least good 4 hours now.
What, so they hit the guy in the middle or something? Or?
So I think
So that's
they said there was a dude in a wheelchair crossing the street.
oh, like right there.
Yes.
Probably.
Yeah, right there. And then since he was in a wheelchair, he was right where that pile of stuff is, and there's like a little breather. That's where he was laying.
Yeah.
EMS came to pick him up.
See where all that debris is right there is that's where he was at laying down. It's like you can actually see the blood stain in the ground over there too. But you see all that looks like glass. So it looked like he got hit early in the intersection way over here.
Yeah.
And
Which makes sense if it was a wheelchair, because maybe the wheelchair smashed up the
Right.
windshield.
You guys
That's
need
what
to
it
get in? You need to get in?
He got the keys, so he'll let you in. He's the key man. The owner gave him the keys. Told him to board it up when he's done. Like I said, speed is definitely a factor for sure.
Oh, yeah.
And if it is, that's why I want to wait till they pull that car out of there so I can see if there's a wheelchair underneath there. It may be a wheelchair underneath there.
That's what I'm guessing.
But if you
I
said,
feel like that's the only way it could have gone that far.
well,
To
if
get hit there and be flung 30, 40
Right.
feet, I mean.
if he was in a wheelchair, then that's more likely.
What happened here?
Oh, a lot happened. See that car?
Car here,
A lot
Like-
happened. Like,
wrong way, and then hit someone in the intersection. And a guy, I think, died. Yeah,
man, he died.
died. Yeah.
Wow.
We think. Yeah. God bless. Huh?
God bless.
On a Sunday too.
On Sunday. Ooh,
It's crazy.
man.
Yeah.
Oh. Who's the owner of the car?
Oh, I don't know. They went to the hospital.
Yeah.
Oh, he went to the hospital.
Yeah.
Man, Chevy.
Is that I don't know what that is.
Looks like
Is that of Mitsubishi?
Mitsubishi.
Oh,
I think.
Mitsubishi.
Yeah, it look like a Mitsubishi from here.
Japanese steel.
Yeah, it look like a Mitsubishi.
Japanese steel.
Japanese steel.
Hey,
Like,
he was drunk, maybe.
I don't know. Good question. Maybe. You never know. Never know.
Certainly hope he wasn't sober. That isn't a good idea.
Well,
If
my,
you're doing that sober, I don't think you should be driving.
gonna happen.
but this is a very bad intersection. So you
I'll talk about something.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6.
Yep.
Loco. Crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
Man,
6. Yep.
how are we gonna do this?
6-way intersection.
Hey, man.
And the light sometimes, and these lights are not in the best positions either. See how they're all in one location?
Yeah.
They should be at the corners, each
So
corner.
you can tell which one's yours.
Right,
Yeah.
who got the light? Because right now, if you see that light green, but this car can see that light green too.
And with the glare of the sun, you might
Right.
think it's yours. I mean,
Because those lights,
Driven through lights, assuming the wrong light.
right, and I can see that happening with these lights because all that thing got to do is twist a little bit, and you think
the
that light,
wind, yeah.
the wind twists
these
those
things are doing
things.
this in the wind anyway.
Right, and they
How
shouldn't
you
be.
do 6, 1, 2, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then 6.
Yeah.
Man.
See, those lights should not be that far out to the intersection like that. They're way out there too. The stop bar is right there before the crosswalk. So the
I bet they did that so they don't have to build 2 poles.
But what does DOT say about that? Doesn't DOT have a standard where the lights are supposed to be at?
Well, I bet they do, but I bet this was built before any standard made 1 light per pole, because see how there's 1 light on that pole?
Yeah.
Then they hung them all the way across
Right,
instead of building
right
5 poles for 5 ways.
Exactly, and that's the way they should have done it.
They're doing this to save money. Someone just died.
They're cutting
Exactly.
corners because they hung these wires across. I mean,
And I think
we're looking
that's-
at the real cause
Right.
of this Andrew Square.
They should not be all strung on 1 pole like that. I mean, and they flap with the wind.
They do. I mean, we're looking at it right now. Yeah, that car right there went the wrong way.
Crossing light got knocked off.
Hampton Street, and I think it hit a guy who was like crossing the wheelchair.
See, the crossing light got knocked down.
That way.
So why don't they put it back the conventional way? Put a light here, light there, each intersection, so everybody got their light.
Everyone gets their light. Everyone gets there right away.
Right, because now the lights are going to work. And the other thing is cars can't see what your light is doing, so they have to obey the light.
Yeah.
Because right now I can see what the other lights are doing, so I'm going to think I can beat the light.
Yeah, I mean, it's terrible. I mean, you take your life in your hands crossing when you have the walk sign. I take the walk sign knowing that a car could just turn in.
Even the walk sign is going to be dangerous.
Yeah.
But sometimes that,
Right, you know, and they'll lay on the horn as if we don't.
but even though you have the walk sign, sometimes they're still making their right hand turn.
Yeah, they can still go.
They still make their right hand turn on you, so you got
They're
to
gonna be pulling that out in a minute.
okay.
They're wrapping up.
Yeah. I'll probably get an image when the tow truck. I think it's gonna be Tedeschi. I'm not sure.
They're on the other side.
Yeah, I seen him on the other side earlier. Once he pulls around, I'll get an image of him yanking that car out of there.
You see right straight ahead, I think the guy got hit over there, but he was in a wheelchair or something, so he ended up
Does it-
diagonal.
Does it benefit a tow company to pick up some type of accident like this?
What do you mean? I mean, they charge for the hours that they're here, you know.
Oh, okay.
They'll charge, if that tow truck's in here for 4 hours, they'll charge the insurance company all 4 hours.
Mm.
Oh, okay. That
Plus
makes sense.
plus taking it out.
Okay. And storage, I'm assuming.
Oh, oh,
You're
yeah.
probably looking at a probably $600 to $800 tow minimum.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. That's not bad.
Yeah, they're moving all the cones out the way, so that means.
Fire's been extinguished holding all companies.
Oh, really?
You know, it's funny.
Someone's got a
Work
fire.
up the road and coming up this way. Jeez, that's a blind Andrew Square. Not here in the normal Blair traffic. That's why.
Swampscott for medical.
Oh, that's Swampscott?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Engine 21.
Uh-huh.
That's Swampscott.
It's pretty good. And you know, it makes you wonder how I guess what's the body path to be?
It's another guy's walking under the tape. I don't know how they do.
Out of luau.
I don't know why they do that. Everybody does it.
Before we put these on poles and you know.
I'll run from here across there and see what happens.
They probably tackle you to the ground.
Right. They're like, oh, no.
Let's hope you get the cops with bad aim.
Bring out the nice 6 and start.
Wow.
You know, I'm not sure, but
He's dragging his cord. I don't think he realizes it. Yeah, he doesn't realize it. He should see that, but maybe not.
and since you know they rip out the tents every couple of months, they come up this way and it's not a problem. It's I mean I work on the common and the common is the worst it's
That
ever been.
pulled down on the ground.
There's no people there
blocking the street,
living there.
sidewalk.
shooting.
No, it's not. It's just hanging.
Negative. The top part that displays the walk don't
I
walk
wonder how bad it has to
hanging
get
and the Y is exposed. So we're just worried about the
before we're not busy covering up the Harvard president's
So the other
money.
question is too. So you see that sign there, right? So I'm assuming that sign that is in that building had to be on that sidewalk. See that sign that's stuck in the wall up there?
Yeah, I'm thinking it must have hit it and
It knocked it real hard.
punched it into the.
It did.
Into the
Punched
bricks.
it through the facade.
That's crazy. That's a hard hit. And where was that sign at? Was it on the sidewalk here?
Imagine if that
Yeah.
somebody.
Here comes the tow truck.
Is it the tow truck now? Let's go and get another angle so I can get
Here we go.
an angle of that tow truck.
Go to Dunkin' Donuts.
No, I'm gonna go right on the side over here. That's where I'm gonna go. If he pulls through.
I want to see if there's a wheelchair.
Oh, yeah, I don't think there is, but
Oh, but wasn't Tedeschi over there?
That's not Tedeschi's. Well, if it's a police tow and it's an evidence tow, it might be always open. I think always open does the police tows. We'll find out in a second though. Always open usually does all the evidence tows, but this looks like it's gonna be an evidence tow. It should be always open, but if it's not, then who would it be? I can't see any wheelchair under that thing from my angle. I can't see nothing under there from this angle. A lot of debris. Still not seeing any wheelchair. Like I said, if it is a wheelchair, I just can't see where it's at. Or where could it be? We'll just keep looking and see what we see. We got Boston Border or Action Border parked right there at the top of the street. They're waiting to board up the residents of the store. This should be always open, but I can't see who's on the side of that. Oh, it's Metro. That's what we got, Metro towing. Now they can further investigate after they pull the SUV out of there. Hopefully he doesn't, like, well, he can make it around that box. You just gotta watch the swing when he pulls it. Using the larger J-hooks. A lot of tow truck drivers chose to use the larger J-hooks. To me, they work pretty good. They've been around for years. They're easier to hook onto things, you know, hook on the frame of a car. Just a lot of people behind me are recording as well. I could probably give like a little pan of the area of people. There's quite a few people that with phones and cell phones and recording. So if you don't see it on my channel, you see it on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram on one of those platforms, TikTok. Gave him the middle finger. He's asking does he want his truck, and he gave him the middle finger. There's a couple of ways I think you can do this. You can get the bed a little bit closer to the wheels and kind of pivot the truck that way and drag it out. Or you can use a snatch block and pull it to the other side. I can't see how close he's to that box, but he's pretty close to the box. So he's going to use the snatch block and pull it to the side.
Okay, thank you very much.
I don't see any wheelchair under there.
Bravo 434. The car is tied up. You just take this last airport 67 East Cottage.
There's a lot of damage to the building structure, like the outer structure. As you can see, that car suffers a lot of front end damage for sure. Sure what happened, but something happened. Yeah. Well, you almost decide what you got to do in a few minutes. Once they're done over there, you can probably get started. It is a lot of cleanup for sure. I mean that all that damage tells you pretty much how fast they were going, because you can't do that all that damage at 30 miles an hour, you know. So kind of tells you they had to be going a greater speed than that. I'm gearing towards 60 miles an hour. Yeah, it's a lot of debris. Intersection is still kind of closed down till they might start opening up soon. Right now it's just the aftermath of a pretty serious accident. No airbags deployed at all in that car. That's interesting. Very interesting.
Hey, they just pulled the car out. They just pulled the car out of the building. So they should be wrapping up here in a couple. You said you wanted to come down before we did anything. Yeah, so they picked up all the markers up. The car's on the flatbed, so it shouldn't be much longer before they just release it all and we're good to go.
Once you get some insulation, what you say? I want it to go. Brian and Mark.
They should have had a truck because they're releasing it. So
What are they doing?
within the probably 20 minutes.
Putting all the car parts on the sidewalk, so very shortly they're gonna open up this area so that cars and traffic can pass through. But I don't see no wheelchair though.
No, no wheelchair.
Level 101.
No, I think that was just a regular person crossing the street.
101. Issue between roommates 40 Deckard, Unit 1, saying the roommate threatened to stab him there. Might be outside. Might be out front still.
So they're taking off with that car.
Fox 421. Ma'am, I'm going to be following the tow to Metro Towing 749 High Park Avenue.
Got it.
So get his final pictures over here.
I know we're tied up. I don't know if there's someone that can just give EMS a hand, mask, cast. They're also an active fight there.
Okay, we're here. Not in Denver.
Go through, okay, I'll see if I can get a better location.
I've got about 5 just to be accurate now.
You already have a time
That's right.
Mm,
You know,
I'd be on the diesel side, they're not on the diesel.
make sure you guys grab extra. Whatever.
Yeah, I'll call her right now. But like I said, Greg, like I said, I told her, Home Depot's right here. Just do a phone selfie.
it'd be easier, a lot quicker.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right? It would make sense, right?
Boston Fire Department came back out. They're probably gonna put some speedy dry out there or something. Engine 39.
What? It's all detectives.
This guy said he watched the video and the car was going pretty fast. Was he on the wrong side of the road? Was he on the wrong side of the road?
No, it looked like he was on the right side.
On the right side?
It looked like it was. But he was hauling ass.
He was hauling ass?
Oh, yeah.
Not too sure what they got going on over.
Like 2 minutes.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on over there. Something happened.
There'll be another crime scene down here.
I gave it to the Channel 5 dispatcher. I tried to ask EMS if they had anything further, but they
I got shit. Not too sure what happened.
guys are on scene, even though you cannot see anybody.
Greg, I'm hiding behind you. There's no chance.
Go seven.
Like I said, not too sure what happened over there. Something happened.
No,
Yo, where you going?
you gotta turn around.
Look at this guy.
Where did you come from?
He came around the cruiser. That's where he came from. I see.
Get out of here. Go back the other way.
Just turn around and go back the other way.
I don't know how you even got down here.
He went around. He went on the side of that cruiser. That's what he did. He wasn't paying attention. Man, you see a lot of stuff going on in the city, guys. Keep the cameras rolling. You'd be surprised what you see.
They're cones. They put cones on.
I don't know how the fuck you
No,
got
he-
on that cruiser.
He squeezed right between the cruiser and came around.
Dude,
He can't drive.
dude, you can't. You gotta go that way.
Turn.
You have to. I don't know what.
You can't go this way. Well, he'll figure it out.
I don't know where he came from.
I don't know either. I don't know. Where.
No, that's not him. That was somebody else. Okay, he left. They don't left.
So I guess he wasn't. I don't know. He'll figure it out. Right now they're hosing down the blood and stuff in the middle of the roadway. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, he's parked right here.
Oh, he said he was parked there? That's how he came through? Oh, he should be able to make it out of there.
Nothing ever happened.
He should be able to fit through there without... If he's a good enough driver, he should be able to fit through there, I think. Let's see. Maybe the curb's too high for him to go over, maybe? How high is that curb? Is it more than 6 inches? It is a pretty high curb. And maybe he can't make it over the curb. It's crazy.
Yeah, they washing down the blood.
Yeah, washing him down. I guess that guy said I didn't catch the whole conversation what they were arguing about, but I guess that's the guy that allegedly go around smacking people or something like that.
Who?
The guy that he was arguing with over there.
What, the slow guy?
Yeah. I didn't catch the whole details on it, but he was saying
I didn't hear nothing.
he said he goes around smacking people and
I
stuff.
didn't hear nothing.
So he asked him, he said, "Come smack me" or something like that. I forget what it was he said to him.
I didn't hear shit.
It's too-
Didn't hear nothing.
Yeah, you said I'm betting and not in it. It's crazy. So they hose down the blood in the scene. And then, but you got a walkie-talkie or you got a scanner?
That's on my phone.
Oh, it's on your phone.
Zello.
Oh, okay. But does it scan or is it?
Sugar premise 57
No, it just-
Wilson. Caller has a no trespass order on a male currently in the property. She's in her vehicle.
Oh, I see what you do. Okay, so you going that's like an app.
Yeah,
What's it called?
Zello.
Zello? I never use those things. I heard about them though. You just click on it and it monitors the city of Boston.
No, fucking Boston. I got fucking
All the
Amesbury. Fucking. I got all these fucking departments that you can just turn on and fucking monitor.
I got you. You can pick which ones you want to listen to.
Yep.
It's pretty cool. Not bad.
I got Boston 1, 3, and 5 on there.
Mm.
Yeah, the news is reporting 1 dead and 2 injured. So he hit three people injured.
Yeah. So how they got the 3? 1 pedestrian, 2 passengers. That's how they got the 3.
Jordan Tyler Powell, date of birth of 5/15/97.
So the dead person, well, if they're already saying it, I might as well say it. Dead person is the person that got hit in the street. And the 2 passengers are the 2, it makes the third.
Homeless guy?
I don't think it was a homeless person. I think it was a regular person crossing the street. No wheelchair. I didn't see any wheelchair. That's a good question too. I know they were closer to that side over there than anywhere else. On the Southampton Street side.
Tyler Powell.
On the wrong side
Date
of
of birth
the
of
road?
5/15/1977.
That's what people were saying. People saying the car came on the wrong side of the road, but I don't know all the facts behind that.
They do have
But it makes sense though for that angle, because he can't.
I said they do have armed and dangerous on those warrants. Again, he was seen driving in the area of Revere today around 11:15 hours. If seen, do contact Massachusetts Chambers, optional channels, or CDT.
The guy, he said that's his dad's memorial, and he wanted to come take it. You ain't just gonna pick that shit up and walk away with it.
Oh no, not right now. You can't.
No, he wants to. That's fucking solid granite, whatever that. You ain't gonna just pick
You
it up.
need a truck to pick that up. You need like a pickup truck and something like 5-6 people to pick it up.
He's like, I want to take that.
You're not gonna be able to take it right now. That's so that memorial that's right there. He's talking. That's his
He
dad.
said it was dad. He's not. I don't see him around anymore.
Interesting. Engine 39 is clean up out of here. They just came down to hose down the.
Victor 929. And do you request the public works come down in your square and toss down some salt for this 7th Street over?
Called Public Works down here to put some salt down, and they probably could clean up some of that debris while they're at it. Like I said, I don't know what happened, but allegedly, so you know, it could make sense if the guy came on the wrong side of the road. That probably could explain how he got that angle, close to that angle to get to that building, because every other angle is not making any sense.
Tango 915, opioids and RRB for a stop.
I don't know, guys. Always something going on, that's for sure.
Victor 929.
Just another day in Andy's man.
And just a reminder, any officer that responded to the scene, Form 26 by the end of their tour, please.
Wanted to start out with 4.6 by the end of the tour.
Watching you wash the windows. You're doing a good job.
You got your personal photographer.
Yeah, you get your advertisement right there.
I was gonna say good for business.
Good for business, right?
I like it very much.
Windows so clean you can drive through.
Yeah, if you need a good window washer, come check this guy out, you know?
Harry 700, code 19 upon the circle.
Very good.
Wentworth, car blocking the driver there. I have it.
So it looks like if everything else is pretty much over with, probably gonna wait for the salt spreader to put some salt down, and I think that's gonna be it. Other than that, you got a couple of broken windows over here in front of the storefront. Doesn't appear to be anything structural wise. One of those things that happened early in the morning that dragged over to the afternoon.
Hold on.
Address on file. I could have typed it in wrong too.
So right now, that's pretty much it. I'm about to Pull the head up out of here because there's not much else to see. It's the best. This is the best window washer in town. It's the best guy in town right here. He's doing a great job. Keep up the good work, my man. Other than that, there's not much else to see. It's, they pretty much get the intersection blocked off. Yeah, it'd be kind of tight.
Disregard that also.
You can make it through there, but it's kind of tight.
The one I have it, thank you, sir.
If he knows how to drive, he can get out. You might have to back. Want me to back it up for you? No, he's going the other way then. He's going that way. Let him go that way. He figured it out. I would have moved the car for him, but he figured it out. He went on the side. He could have made it through there, but he didn't know how to maneuver. Like what I would have did, I would have either drove my car out this way, but came wide with it. There's enough space, but you know how to maneuver. Or you could have pulled forward and backed out of there. There's a couple of ways you can do it. Always gotta have more than one way how to do things. I was about to move the car for him, but he got out. He's good to go. So the detectives are still got this scene. They still got this scene they're kind of breaking it down now. He's taking down the tape.
Respond for a mental evaluation.
So they are breaking down the scene. So let's get an image of them breaking down the scene.
Altitude, we can open up Andrew Square for traffic.
So they're gonna open up Andrew Square for traffic, they're saying.
Open up Andrew Square for traffic.
So they're gonna taking down the tape. Get a couple of images of the officers taking down the tape. I have them take down some of it. I won't take down all of it for them. Take down like this one right here. I will take it down for you, but I gotta get you guys doing something. You know what I mean? So that's a lot of work, a lot of tape too.
I'll check my car now. I'll check my cruiser.
I want that taste recyclable. Is that you guys that know about recycle? Is that stuff recyclable? It looks like it could be. You want? Grab this piece right here. You want that? Grab that piece right there. That's. So if you're gonna cross, this is probably the best time to cross right now. Boston Traffic Department is gonna take a look at that light real quick too.
Just around with the
Get a couple of images of them responding over there as well. Look, part of that pole that would normally be over there. Gonna block that off so no one kind of walks up in there. They don't want people. That's just to keep people from walking in the danger zone, because that potentially could be pretty dangerous. You got a traffic signal, traffic sign, I guess you can call it. They're basically recycling the tape over here, so they're have two purposes. Yeah, that's good. As long as they get the idea of not crossing over there, that should make the purpose. Yeah, that should be, you know. I don't know how that sign got up there, but somehow that sign got right up.
Traffic closed, can open it up. The one lane that's going to remain closed is the sidewalk in front of the restaurant here until we can get it boarded up. You can open up all the traffic codes.
There you go. Another busy day in the neighborhood.
And you could also advise public works and spray on the sidewalk that needs to take care of.
How that thing got impaled. It got impaled to the, that's a pretty hard hit. I don't know how that got impaled into there. It says yield to pedestrians on turn. That's what it says on that sign.
saying they pulled up?
Yeah.
Tight to that pole right there. You're gonna do the disconnect on the
Come bring some speedy front.
Oh, yeah?
No, because there's oil all.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, public works. Going away. They can do that too. Yeah.
so that's the intersection inquired.
Everything's got a property line right in the back of the.
You got the gray wire, which is your main wire.
Yeah,
You got the red wire, and then you got the white wire, and then the blue. But the blue's disconnected already.
My cell phone number 978
So the gray wire is your main wire.
6476.
This guy, they got you out of bed, man? He's like, I don't want to be down here. Gotta show the young guys doing their work too, you know. He's capping them off now, so once he caps them off, he can cut it or pull it all the way through. Just hopefully when he disconnects it, the thing doesn't slide off. I'm not too sure what's restraining it on the top. I don't know if there's a restraint on there or not. I don't think there is.
Thank you.
That's the city. I mean,
I think those wooden blocks belong to the fire department. Those two blocks right there, I think they belong to the fire department. But they always cut more up anyway.
Fox 421, Adam Robin, Metro Towing, 749 Hyde Park Avenue.
714 Harry 104. East 198 started. Caller saying that there's a fight outside 34 Coffee Street. One male just passed the gun to another one. All white males, male in a short sleeve polo or red polo, handed off the gun to a person wearing a red shirt. They just got into a pickup, taken off now. Down the street away from the Ponset, the Mass Reg 4 Victor Bravo Victor 42.
So like 2 windows damaged out of that whole operation, which is not too bad. Yeah, he's pulled off the low voltage wires anyway.
You know which direction on the deposit are going to? Be coming on right now.
They said heading towards Newhall.
Newell's a one-way, so they should be coming out of Ashmont Street.
Boston Transportation out here, just addressing that issue with the pole. The good thing is it's kind of warm, so this is not going to freeze right away, but it can't hurt to put some salt down.
Victor Bravo, Victor 42.
Yeah, that car had to come on the wrong side of the road then. That's the only way I could think of that you can drive and get that angle into the building. Interesting though, very interesting.
Blue Ford pickup, so that vehicle again for Victor Bravo, Victor 42.
The good thing is that granite stone is not damaged. It looked like it's still intact.
I got him right here. I just wanted to add him.
I guess a pretty hard hit.
Yes, ma'am. I'm just going to need one service unit to stand by at this restaurant while they board up the 2 windows and the sidewalk is temporarily closed.
Stand by there. The windows to that restaurant are being boarded up.
You just feed them down to the bottom so you can pull them out. So he's got I think there's, the primary, then he's got the low voltage, which is, I think is the gray cable, probably DC voltage on the gray cable. And then all the other one's 120.
No, instead it looks like they were about to get into a fight. One male passed into the other male. They wanted to remain anonymous.
This guy's walking right through the tape area. He doesn't realize it's kind of not blocked up. They put the tape up there, but it's not really. That's why he's trying to tell the officer to tie it to the pole. And she didn't tie it to the pole the way I told her to.
If you could grab a unit, that'd be great.
And if you tied it to the pole, at least it kind of gives you a sense that it's high enough that you shouldn't be going through there.
Thanks, Jerry.
That's pretty much it. Not much else out here. We're trying to wait around for the sander to come by. I'm too sure the ETA on the sander. But we'll hang around for a little bit and see if the sander comes by. A lot of car parts and debris from the pole. Yeah, lift that up. We got it. See, when you wrap it around these poles, you're supposed to do a wrap around the pole. So the pole, I mean, there's a certain way how you're supposed to do the tape. It's supposed to, like, this right here should have been wrapped around the pole, so it doesn't kind of slide up and down. But I can't tell people how they should do it. They should know how to do it. All you need is one wrap around the pole, and if it's pulled taut enough, it won't slide up and down the pole. If you know what I'm talking about. Interesting though. Actually, you can do it. You can take this tape here, right, and tuck it like that. Now you have it around the pole. See that? I just made it easier for them.
Bravo 912.
Just give it a little taut like that, and now it's not gonna slide up and down. Same thing with that one. All you just take a quick bend around and it'll keep it in one spot. I don't know. You saw the same thing I saw. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, maybe it's us. I don't know. Maybe I'm looking too far into it. The guy on the bike couldn't see that yellow tape, and then I think it's all to do with the programming of the mind. If your mind's programmed in a certain way, you only function in the way that your mind is programmed, and that's it. You can't function any other way. I'm just gonna cover that so it doesn't get exposed to the elements. I wonder if the city's gonna go after the insurance company and make them pay for all the damage that they did. Cause that is a lot of damage to the city property. In this intersection here, you gotta really be careful because this guy says don't walk, even though you could walk, but you just gotta be careful. Like he's walking against the no walk sign, but you just gotta be careful when you do that because you don't know when that light's gonna change on you. Now you get the walk sign, so now you should walk, but it also says watch for turning vehicles on that pole right there. So that means that vehicles, even though you do have the walk sign, like I'm across right now, watch my cruiser to my right, let her cross. So even though you do have the walk sign, you do have cars that are walking, crossing, which is kind of, so this is not a safe. I still got 1 second on the thing. But I got cars, just so you guys can see what I see. Cars could potentially turn from this angle here, but they also could turn from that angle over there as well. So I gotta look for my left and straight, no, right and straight at the same time. Because even though you got the walk signal, it says watch for turning vehicles. So it's still not a safe, like this young lady, she's about to cross the street and then that's what happened. Be careful. That's kind of foam. So they were washing down. No, no, it didn't fall from the sky. So earlier there was a serious accident right here, and they washed down a lot of blood and stuff that was on the ground. But that's like detergent and stuff they use to clean the ground. Yeah, but it's not gonna kill you or nothing like that. Just be careful out there. And by the way, water is not supposed to hold inside the handicap ramp.
All right, thanks.
Take care, buddy. Be safe. That's another thing. The city of Boston needs to correct this because water is not supposed to catch in the handicap ramp. And also, that's a gray tack strip. It should be yellow, so they got to change that. That one over there is yellow. Why is that one yellow? And this one's gray. Like, that's not supposed to be like that. So this one definitely has to be done over because it's holding too much water here. So if a disabled person was walking through, guess what? They got to walk through all that, and that could potentially freeze up and become ice. You got the sewer there, so it's just not pitched properly. It's all you got to do is pitch it the right way, and the water will roll right out of there. Some extra footage for you guys, you know. In this intersection, I'm just looking at it. It's very confusing. If you're not focused on what you're doing, it can be very confusing. So you got the walk sign, and you got cars making the right-hand turn right there. So even though there's a little walk on that little pole there, you still got cars that make that turn right here. And then, you know, that's what you have. Then you also get cars that make that turn from over that side. So it does say watch for turning vehicles, but in order for it to be a walk sign, you should have no cars making any turns. To show what's going on over there. That car stopped short in the middle of the street. Is there somebody crossing the street? He stopped right in the street there. Oh, he's making a left-hand turn into the garage. Almost caused an accident doing that though. But also keep in mind, that's a double solid line that you shouldn't be crossing. Guys, just because you can make the turn don't mean you should be making the turn. So where he's crossing is a double solid line. Which means that's not a legal turn.
Anyone's interested, they have a first half.
See that? He's crossing over the double solid line. There's no break in there.
First half, District ET.
No break at all.
Contact 4556.
And so yeah, there's no break in that double solid line. So that means they don't intend for you to make that turn. Alright guys, I think that's about it. We pretty much got all we need to get out of this. Boston Traffic Department is heading up out of there. The board up crew is going to board up, and this intersection is now open. So when you come to these intersections like this, even though it says you got to walk, and it says watch for turning vehicles, you really should watch for turning vehicles because I think they got to make this intersection more safe. I think they have to redo it, redesign it. We'll see what happens. Even this one here, I got to stop, but even though I got to stop, I can cross. I just gotta look where I'm going when I'm crossing. Now I should have the walk on this side because no cars could potentially come this way unless they made that sharp right. Every intersection has a watch for turning vehicles, so you just gotta watch for the turning vehicles. Alright guys, we're gonna head up out of here. I just want to show you a little bit down here in Angel Square. If anything else comes up, we'll get back to you. Catch you guys on the next one.